I've been noticing a pattern in my life. Every few months or so, I hit a wall. I feel disconnected. I feel lost. And I realized it's because I am chasing success in music as a way to feel better about myself. I think somewhere along the way, I internalized that the only way to matter is to be special, to stand out for something, to be important. But there's like a cost to that. And it's the feeling of constant pressure, of being isolated, of striving after something that there's no end to. There's always another layer, another level to reach. I've been trying to pursue music since I was 15 years old. And most of my friends, they chose regular careers and stable career paths, where I went ahead and tried to do something important that I thought was important. But I'm realizing that maybe the joke is on me. And I didn't consciously know this for a long time, but it was driving me, this idea that I needed to be special somehow, to prove to myself, to prove to the world that I mattered, that I had some self-worth. I was out at a musician's event, kind of an artist appreciation event at a venue here in town. And it was nice to actually hang around other musicians and artists. I don't go out as much as I should. I spend a lot of time at home in my studio, writing, producing, chasing after the next level. And I'm realizing that the times where I feel most alive, most connected, are when I'm working with a client or I'm interfacing with other musicians. Whether that's mixing a project for somebody, whether that's producing an artist in town, that's when I really feel the most important, I guess you could say, in a paradoxical kind of way. I'm at my best when I'm contributing to other artists' visions and not just my own. And I've been chasing specialness when really I should have just been pursuing contribution. Specialness asks, how do I stand out? Contribution asks, how can I help? It doesn't mean that music doesn't have a place in my life anymore. It just means that it doesn't need to ride shotgun with me. So for me, contribution might look like going to more shows, talking to more musicians, talking to artists, seeing how I can help them. So what does contribution look like for you? If you're feeling burnt out, if you feel like you are chasing specialness or importantness, how can you give back? What's one small act of contribution that you could do this week? Maybe your next session isn't about proving how awesome you are at your instrument or how talented you are, but it's about supporting the other artists that you're working with, showing them what they can be, helping them to grow, to elevate. And contribution doesn't even need to be music related. So I really want to know if anybody else can relate to this idea of using your music as a way to feel more important or significant. So if you can relate to that, let me know in the comments. I'd love to understand more and maybe feel less alone. This is obviously a pretty vulnerable topic, but I think it's a real thing. And I think there's better ways to approach it. And I think the first step is giving back, finding ways to make it less about ourselves and more about helping other people. So Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.